Hey guys, this is Kristen Alexander, one of your Leader Star Diamond coaches on the Diamond Council. I hope you guys are having a great training. I'm really super excited to talk to you guys about the Power Hour today. The Power Hour is something that took me longer than it should have to learn. It's especially important when you are working from home, because when you go from working outside the home to working inside the home, you all of a sudden feel like you have all this freedom. And you're supposed to, but it's very, very hard to stay on point and focused and get your work done. In my opinion, what I've noticed in all the top coaches and all the different videos I've watched on, seeing how people work and how they get successful and what they make of their day, is what I've noticed is actually the coaches that have the least amount of time are the most productive. It's because they focus on their power hour. They know they only have that amount of time, and that's when they get their stuff done. So anyways, so this is how I start my day. I like to have my coffee. So what I do when I'm actually having my coffee is I check in with any trainings that I'm running at that particular time, and I check in with my challenge groups, because this is something that I can literally do from my phone, and I can do it while I'm having my coffee. So even though I'm working, it really doesn't totally feel like I'm working. Not that when you're a Beachbody coach, it's just so much fun and we love it. So many times it doesn't feel like we're working, but yeah, so I'm not actually sitting at a desk generally when I do that. So I kind of try to multitask and do it that way. And also what I also use, I don't know if any of you know about Hootsuite, but Hootsuite is an automated, it automatically posts your posts. So if you're running a 5-day clean eating challenge, or, I'm running an AD1 training, and you can do it in your challenge groups. You can set it up for your personal page, all that stuff. So you can actually set up your posts ahead of time, which is a huge, huge time saver. You don't have that lagging over your head if you end up sleeping in a little bit later, or you end up, staying out a little bit later at night, and you were supposed to do a post, for the clean eating challenge at, 6 or 7 o'clock, and oh my gosh, what I do? Anyways, you don't even worry about it, so all you do is you set it up, and then you just make sure that you check in. So yeah, so that's what I do with that. And I also, when I'm checking in with my challenge groups and my trainings, I also do my own Facebook posts. I haven't yet totally set up automatic posts for my own Facebook post, because I like to post what I'm feeling that day. I never know what it's going to be, and I just like to being real and putting out there whatever energy it is that I have that day, and that seems to be working. So something different works for everybody, so you just go what works for you. So, okay, so then here comes the time when I actually sit down at my, right now, dining room table, because I need to get organized with my office, but that's when I start my power hour, okay? And what I do first thing I do is check into my Coach Online office. And there I check first thing before I even open Facebook or look at notifications or anything like that. I check my Coach Online office, and I check to see if I have any new customers. And if I have any new customers, I send them a welcome email. And this welcome email is actually, I have it saved in a draft. So all I have to do is literally copy and paste. I make it personal. I put their name in there, but I just have a copy and paste welcome email, and it goes right into, I send it out to them every day. And if you do this every day, you don't get overwhelmed. And, you get tons of free customers from Beachbody when you become Emerald rank. So, it's awesome. It just kind of happened. So yeah, you'll be getting, you got to really keep up with that, because you don't want to lose them, because you never know what you're going to get through there. And I also check my coach statuses. I check my downline and see where everybody's at, see if anybody needs anything, if anybody's falling inactive and why, and all that stuff. So doing that every day, it takes much less time. You only need a couple minutes to do that, and then you're done. Okay, and then I move on to our power of threes, which is so super simple, okay? And that is this, okay? And we have that in the Superstars. You'll find that right on our website. And that basically is just, you're adding 3 people a day. You're friend requesting 3 people. And the way you can easily find 3 people to friend request is you can go into the friend suggestion, people you may know. You tag somebody in a picture and somebody that you don't know likes that picture, add. So that becomes pretty easy. And obviously I'll show you a tracker after that, you're keeping track of everything that you're doing so you're not losing sight of the people that you're connecting with. And then I message 3 people every single day. I'm jabbing them, I'm reaching out to them, I'm forming them. And that's just building a relationship. It's connecting. It's, saying, hey, how was your vacation? Oh my gosh, your kids are so cute. How was your vacation to Mexico? We just went there and it was great, all that stuff. And you're going to invite 3 people to your challenge group. Okay. And you want to make sure that these are people that you've been, these could be people that, you've been building that relationship with. You don't want to just send an invite to somebody that you haven't talked to in 20 years, because that's just weird. So don't do that. And then what you're going to do then is you're going to follow up with 3 people. Okay. You're going to follow up with 3 people that you invited. Takes 2 seconds, okay? And all these can also be copy and pasted. Everything can be copy and pasted, because once you make it your words, okay, it's you, okay? So you're just gonna make it, more personal to that person, okay? And then you're gonna talk to 3 people about the coaching, okay? So that's what I do with my Power of Threes, and it's an easy, simple way to stay on track, and it really just covers everything. You get the 3 vital behaviors, you get your personal development, you get inviting, which is included in the Power of Threes, and being product of the product. Obviously, you're drinking your Shakeology every day, and that's what I usually do. My coffee, and then I do my Shakeology as soon as I sit down, and it just makes everything better. So I have a couple of time-saving tips for you. The first one is keeping an idea notebook, okay? I have this notebook, okay? Best day ever, okay? And I just have, I have it with me at all times, and I keep it separate from all my other notes, because it's so easy for things to get confused and you lose track and whatever. So that's my idea notebook. So if I think of something, I write it down. And then once I write it down and I implement it, or I reach out to that person, or I write that post, I highlight it so that I can keep track. It's easier to keep track that way. And then I have this little handy dandy pretty notebook. And what this is my event little notebook, okay? This is what I bring to all live events. I bring it to Super Saturday. I bring it anywhere that I'm going, a different kind of training, or whatever I sign up for, because this I know is I can go back to it. I can look up oh yeah, what were we talking about at Super Saturday? And I can look back there. It's separate from all my other stuff, so it doesn't get lost in the shuffle. So that is my handy dandy travel notebook, okay? And then I have a calendar, which obviously we should all have a calendar. And I set my weeks up before, and at the beginning of the calendar, I actually have all my coaches listed, okay? And I have another coach tracker too that I'll show you. But you always want to have your list of coaches on hand, okay? And what I do is I have my list of coaches, and I have their coach ID number, so that no matter what, I don't have to wait to log on, whether I'm talking to Coach Relations about something, or when I was signing everybody up for the Team Cup, which I hope you guys definitely take advantage of that when we do that throughout the year, I was able to just sign everybody up, and I didn't have to go searching. It took me literally 3 minutes, and it was good to go, okay? And then I also have a back page of that, and that has all of my, it has my passwords and my usernames and all that stuff for I have in there for my my Dropbox and Hootsuite and whatever, because sometimes you just forget. We have so many different things going on that we just end up forgetting, okay? And then at the bottom of that, I have all the important numbers that I know: Coach Relations, customer service, all that stuff, how to send the emails, all that kind of funky stuff. So then I have a separate notebook, okay? And I usually do a new one every month, and I put little stickies in them to make the tabs, okay? And I have one for all my coaches, and I have their goals set up. I have, the next one is the trainings that I'm doing myself, not that I'm running, the trainings that I'm doing myself, because you should always be in a training no matter what, please. And then I have the trainings that I'm actually running, okay? So I have that all separate, so that doesn't get lost in the shuffle. And then I have a binder. So always have a binder, okay? In my binder, I have my workout calendar, hammer and chisel, baby. And I have that all, you know, I can go in there and I can cross off my days. I don't have to look at where, you know, I'm at. And because God, once you're halfway through a workout, you just forget what day you're on and whatever. So I do that. And this is the planner that I like to use. And it helps keep track of, I write out my whole entire week. I put my appointments in. These are all the people that I'm working with for my Power of Threes. So I simply just have to open that and I have all the information that is right there. I have my week planned out. Things change, absolutely. But what I do is, instead of, you know, also having some freedom from working from home, you want to be able to do like last minute things. If somebody says, hey, want to go do this for the day? That's why you work from home, so that you have the freedom. So what you do is, instead of like, if I have 4 hours scheduled that I'm supposed to work that day, I don't just forget about those hours. I take those hours and I either put those hours back into one day that I was supposed to have off, or I'll break those hours up throughout the week. So whatever you do, just keep track of your hours. Don't lose them, because you'll fall behind and you'll be frustrated and then you'll just whatever, but just don't do it. So that's it. That's all I have for you. I hope that you guys are having a great training, and I hope that that stuff helped. And that's it. Bye, guys.